Well, it's bad news now, I'm afraid, for anyone who uses the roads in Birmingham. The St.Chad's and Queensway tunnels are to close all day and all night for 6 weeks in the summer.
It's so that essential maintenance can be carried out. The City Council is hoping diverting commuters away from the roads might ease the pain. Callum Watkinson reports.
It's a major traffic artery that carries 18 million vehicles a year into and under Birmingham's heart. By giving us all fair warning of its closure, engineers hope to avoid full-blown cardiac arrest.
It's essential maintenance and we can't do it without any disruption at all. I think perhaps the most noticeable thing will be the new lighting. We're putting LED lighting through both tunnels, so they'll be nice and bright and a crisper light, and we'll repaint both tunnels so they will look refreshed.
Now in Birmingham, these two twin road tunnels.
But it's much more than a facelift. There's been no substantial work done since the tunnels were built 40 years ago, and major structural changes are needed. These arches have to be filled in to create two entirely separate carriageways in order to meet current safety standards. These tunnels will be closed at night for 4 weeks from late June, ahead of 6 weeks of round-the-clock closures from the 19th of July to coincide with the long school holiday, when it's thought traffic on the roads falls by a fifth. But the message to commuters is pretty direct. If you can, leave the car at home.
If they can think of alternative means of travel, be on the trains, on the buses, or even cycling, then that would be welcome. It's an opportunity for people to try other forms of travel, and where possible, if they can walk, then that will be useful as well.
As might extra trains and buses. Are there any extra travel services being laid on?
It's making use of what's there, but we'll be monitoring closely where extra services are needed, and we're always in discussions with the providers to make sure extra services are available if necessary.
They say the level of congestion will depend on how many of us heed their advice. For Birmingham commuters, endless summer might mean something very different this year. Callum Watkinson, ITV News, Birmingham.
And if you're wondering who the reporter was in that old black and white film, well, some of our older viewers will remember Bev Smith.
I think there's going to be a lot of cross motorists in the summer, but we'll wait and see what happens. Anyway, small firms in Birmingham.